Good morning. Time is 25 minutes past 4. Running out to Shrivenham, picking up and taking to Heathrow Airport on a wet and windy winter's morning in the UK. Not my favourite time of year, this time of year. Oh, bit of breaking news, by the way. Bit of breaking news. I see America have given back Texas and California to the Mexicans. Oh, a bit of breaking news. And I also see that Russia and the Warsaw Pact have now gone into these new formed countries and are going to put nuclear bombs in there and rockets and missiles and aim them at every city in America. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. No, sorry, that's America and NATO have done that to Russia. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should have known that, shouldn't I? Can you just imagine how America would feel if Russia did what NATO and the West have done to Russia for the past 30 odd years?
Bomb the bastards! You all know it makes sense.
I think there'd be outrage, wouldn't there? Anyway, I digress. So using good old Google Earth, we're zooming in on the town of Swindon.
Because I hear they dropped an atomic bomb on Swindon. About 15 quid's worth of damage.
So I'm now in possession of an iPhone 11. Not exactly sure how old that is, but I think it's going to be newer than the Android phone which I presently have got. Now, it's a bit wet and it's a bit windy out there. It's not ideal for flying a drone, probably for kites, but not for drones. So we're going to be putting the app through the test on the new phone. We're going to be testing out a few of the new features, or some of the features which I've not yet been able to on the HUBSAN ZINO Pro. And yeah, let's get into the video and let's see how we get on. Right, so we're just taking out everything out of the bag, putting the phone into the RC unit, and I'm wiring it all up. I think from the get-go, I'm doing my calibration there. It seems to be an ongoing thing you need to do all the time, pretty much, which isn't a problem. It takes 20 or 30 seconds to do it, but once that's done, I've managed to get the drone up in the air. It took about maybe 4 minutes or just under 4 minutes to get it airborne, which is kind of okay, really. I think with my DJI I could do it just slightly in less time than that. Right, so taking the drone up and away now, giving you a bit of an idea of the quality which the drone has to offer regarding the video. Looking at the RC unit where I'm toggling around with the joysticks there, you can see it's moving very quickly, very responsive, just how I like it. So I'm joggling sort of left and then joggling right. You can see that it's all going on instantly, which is obviously that's just the way you want it, because you don't want any lag whatsoever. So yeah, this is the footage from the HUBSAN ZINO, and it's not too bad. It's handling all the different shades and the light quite well. I've had to edit some of it in my edit suite, which is what I was doing anyway with my DJI. So I'm just having a bit of a fly around, not taking it too far out. This is not a range test. This is just to see whether the phone would crash and how responsive it was or it wasn't regarding the drone. And it handled it very, very well. In fact, I think everything on this drone handled pretty well. It was pretty much as good as my Mini 2, I think. It is now I've got the right combination of the iPhone, which is quite an up-to-date one, and everything else just seems to run very, very smoothly. follow me mode now. Whether it follows me. Hopefully it should be following me now. Following me. Let's just have a look. That worked quite well. Right, so that was the active track, the follow me mode. I think it worked quite well, to be fair to it. I think I'll give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. There was once, maybe twice, where it lost me or I lost it, and I had to stop it and then restart it again, but it wasn't a problem. Right, we try obstacle avoidance. So we're just going to switch now to another little test. We're going to fly down this narrow walkway here, and we're going to fly it down with the obstacle avoidance turned to on. Obviously I'm keeping my eye out in case someone comes around the corner with their dog, but it was a pretty windy, blustery day and there wasn't many cars in the car park, so yeah, there wasn't too many people about, so that's as far as I pretty much would take it. Wouldn't go much further than that because there was trees either side of me, and it just refused to go any further. So yeah, I think the obstacle avoidance works very, very well on this particular machine. That's a Sony Experia, which I think is about maybe 3 or 4 years old. I tried to run the HUBSAN on this one and it crashed several times, and then I took the advice of Peter. I took off all the apps like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and a load of other stuff as well. Just completely deleted them or just put them to sleep, and then it worked a lot better. It wasn't great, but the iPhone was a vast improvement on this Android here. I think the iPhone processing power, because the phone's quite new, really was man enough to do the job, and I think most people's issues regarding this particular drone, if they were just to perhaps upgrade their phone or take down a lot of the apps and just put them to sleep, so the processing power is then available for the HUBSAN app to use, and I think you shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. Regarding all the wires and everything like that, I don't know. I'm using the factory supplied one with my drone. I've used it on this one here. It worked fairly okay. I used it on the iPhone just now. It worked, you know, without any glitch whatsoever. So yeah, I think the issue really is with having a phone which is man enough to do the job. And I like the drone. I'm growing to like it now. It's got some features on there which I really like. You know, the obstacle avoidance obviously is a great asset for myself, and also the follow me mode as well. I think I can make use of that come spring and summer, where perhaps I can, you know, I see myself running through some, I don't know, a wood or something, or a forest park like here for instance, or even cycling on a bike. But now I understand how that works. I tried to use it the other day with this phone here when I was up in Oxfordshire. It wasn't happening for me. Okay, so we're trying to get the active track to work and it's just not happening at the moment. I think that was probably down to the processing power of the phone itself, but with the iPhone, once you get it up to a certain height and then you angle the gimbal down, and then it's the actual go button, then you can press it and it illuminates. You can press it, then it's into film mode, then you can go running around and kind of do what you want with it. But yeah, I'm really growing to like the ZINO. You know, it's obviously I think the DJI is probably a better product, a lot less glitches, but I'm glad that I persevered with this little drone I've got now, because I could have given up on it, you know, some weeks ago, and then you know, I'll be out spending more money on the DJI. But you know, I'm glad that I've got this one going now. I think it'll do me it'll do me proud, you know, for my little channel anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy that everything's going good with it, and I can't wait to get out there and do a little bit more filming. As I say, the weather's starting to close in now, and winter's on its way. Not my favourite time of year.